Hey stranger, welcome back. Have you ever been in church and thought, well, this is really great, you know, the gathering of the believers, the community, the shared religion, but what really sucks is that my pastor simply does not have enough props in his church. Like, I wish constantly that my pastor would like ride a roller coaster or swing in from the ceilings like a trapeze artist, or put on a gigantic fat suit, or roll around in a little boat on stage. It's just really the thing that Christianity has been missing, is just more theatrics in it, don't you think? Anyway, I'm sure that's a thought that all of us have had at some point, and I came across this Instagram account called Pastors with Props, where all of that they do is post pastors of mega churches being absolutely insane, and I thought, wow, I should make a video on this. So here we go.
Man, that was amazing. Was that? Woohoo! Yes. That was so cool, man. Amazing. I mean, like when we did the turn, I did double loops. I did not expect a double loop. That was so crazy.
Did they have double loops? I only see them on the roller coaster, but there could have been more in the back that they just didn't want other people to have access to.
Crazy. Oh, man, that was amazing. Wow. Man, who doesn't love a great roller coaster, right? Incredible, right?
The production on that roller coaster is actually really good. They've got a full track that comes from the back all the way to the front, and it stops, and they've got hissing sound effects. This was a pretty penny. This was like tens of thousands of dollars in contractors to get this set up.
I'll catch up with you guys. Wow, amazing. Do I have any roller coaster enthusiasts in the house? Any roller coaster enthusiasts? I mean, I love...
And then he's going to say, being a Christian is kind of like being on a roller coaster. I guarantee it's going to be something like that as a segue.
A good roller coaster. You know what? Life is full of ups and downs.
Life is full of ups and downs, not being a Christian. We're going more broad than that. Also, every time I see something like this, I'm like, wow, these are tax-free organizations, by the way. Every bit of the money they took for this, instead of like feeding hungry people or housing the homeless, none of this was taxed.
You ever go to Five Guys and get their fries? We did the other day because this is why it's an example, because we just went 2 days ago. And so I pull the fry out and I give him the little bucket.
Does him being on a ladder have relevance to anything? Is this a part of the sermon we missed? Does he just like being taller than everyone else? Is he cosplaying maybe as Goliath in the classic David and Goliath story? He seems like the type of guy who would see David and Goliath and think of it as David being the small bully who's just picking on the big Philistine giant trying to do his job.
Fries, and I'm like, man, that bag is heavy. And I look back in the bag, there's just as many fries at the bottom of the bag that there were in the bucket. That's God. You ever go to Five Guys?
God is like the French fries at the bottom of the bag. Wow, well done, sir. You're really breaking the theological barrier there. Truly, I mean, books and papers will be written about this man who referred to God as the extra fries at the bottom of a Five Guys bag. But what is even the analogy here? He's like the extra fries at the bottom of the bag? Like he's a surprise after you're done? You're like, oh, actually there's more. I'm so confused what could this have possibly led into? Wouldn't he be like the burger? He's like, oh, it's the main thing. It's the only thing worth it at Five Guys. I'm just so, I wish I could see the rest of this. I'm so curious where he was going with that.
And I feel like chucking the ball. I see you in the back.
It's a pretty good throw, actually.
Oh, we can't throw a football in church. Catch what I'm preaching here today. You got to pick
Relax.
up the gospel, and you got to say, I'm moving forward. I'm moving.
So much happened.
I feel like chucking the ball.
He had a football as a prop. I feel like that's fairly normal. He probably just grabbed it from his kid. He's like, I'm going to throw it in church. And then I'm sure the secretary was like, brother, we got liability. You can't be throwing footballs in church. And he's like, I can't throw up. Like he lost it. There's something going on at home that has truly set him over the edge here. And then he like hit the gritty at the end. Look at this. I mean, I don't know what it was about throwing a football that truly set him off and set him off the deep end, but that was the straw that broke the camel's back. But then look at his dance move.
You got to pick up the gospel, and you got to say, I'm moving forward.
Brother Gritty's for Christ. Look at that. Look at that footwork on that bad boy. Who said white people can't dance?
And you got to say,
I'm moving forward. He looks like Squidward when he's doing like the meme. I'm sure my editor will throw it up.
Therefore, since we are surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses...
I feel like we've got a lot to unpack here just 3 seconds in. What is he wearing? He looks like, you know the Kanye West music video where everybody's got on like big boxes? This is what he looks like. Corporate needs you to find the difference between these two images right here.
Let us throw off everything that hinders and the sin that so easily entangles, and let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us.
Is he going to take it off?
You did such a great job. Give yourselves a round of applause. And it says...
How do you do that with a straight face? How did he not laugh?
to throw off everything that hinders as if you're in a race.
Here's the
analogy. And so, imagine I was about to run a race and I showed up like this. Everybody would think, you're ridiculous, man. You're never going to even finish that race.
I would argue maybe he's ridiculous with or without the fat suit, but, who am I to judge?
But as funny as this looks, many of us look this way right now in the spiritual realm.
Do we? Are we morbidly obese? Would being morbidly obese in the spiritual realm be like a good thing? Like so full of the word that you're morbidly obese in the word? I mean, that's a good thing. Yeah, couldn't have just said it, had to drop $200 on a rental to prove your point. Glad no unhoused folk exist in your community that could have used the money. But hey, Matthew 25 is merely a suggestion, I hope. Yeah, exactly. Like that's what the big thing with all of these, like this guy's, this is just kind of funny. He's got a football. That's not that much. But the huge ladder here, and I think this is the most egregious one. They built like what, a $50,000 roller coaster set for a 10-second bit. That's crazy. That's so much money to spend on something that could have easily been illustrated with like an animated video or you just describing it and say, he could have started with the who likes roller coasters. Everyone knows what a roller coaster is. You don't need a visual prop for it.
A mobile
Time to
baptism?
mobile baptism?
What?
How is that different from just like a regular water truck? Does it get blessed in the truck and then go? Why can't you just have the pastor drive around and bless any old water? What is this? TimeToRevive.com.
And then it's see-through. Okay. Add this to the list.
Okay, I have to go. I have to go. Time to revive. I can't find the mobile baptism anywhere. Maybe people made fun of it so much that they got rid of it. That's crazy.
Jesus gets out of the tomb, right? He's like, I'm done. I'm going to get out of here. But these details, there's revelation in the details. There's intention.
He does like the perfect pastor voice where he like closes it, but the details and the revelation, like it's a very specific inflection that like rich megachurch pastors do in order to like invoke emotions in people and stuff like that. Like there's a very specific cadence they follow and an emphasis they give, and this and then that, and my second point, and my third point, that I really drive it home. And I talk like this, and everyone says, amen.
And the details. And so he says, I'll take off the face cloth. It's my last service. I don't care about my hair. And he's wearing and he takes it off.
That face cloth didn't even touch your hair. What do you mean? It's a face cloth. It's not a hair cloth. Also, did that really benefit anything?
And he takes it off. And he could have just thrown that sucker down. Get me out of here. And he said, no. I need to leave a message. I don't know what I look like. I don't even care. Because in the Jewish tradition, let's say me and you were having.
Anytime someone says in the XYZ tradition, they're about to make up a tradition that does not exist. There's no way whatever he's going to say next is actually true.
Lunch in the Jewish tradition. What would happen is that we'd have lunch, and you get up, you ball your napkin.
Jews have lunch. Good.
You throw it down, and you walk away. If somebody came over, the server came over, they would realize, oh, this means he's done. He's not coming back.
You know what else means he's done and he's not coming back? The fact that he's done and not coming back. If I leave the table, that means I'm done and I'm not coming back. If I put all my stuff on and I'm just like heading out, I'm done and I'm not coming back. Also, paying your bill means that you're done and not coming back. Actually, I take it all back. If you were to like eat and then throw your napkin down and walk away, then you've just dined and dashed, brother. I don't think Jews are known for that. This is definitely a made up thing that he just saw like on Instagram Reels or something. And he says in the Jewish tradition, like, do all servers know about this? Is there like a placard inside? You know how there's like certain safety regulations that are required to be posted inside of kitchens? Is there one about like, hey, if a Jewish person comes in and throws his napkin on the table, then he's done. You can go ahead and start clearing his dishes. I don't think this is some secret code that all waiters know and us common folk don't.
He's left. However, Jesus took the face cloth off of his face, learned a lot from his mom, good manners, folded it up. Take my time on this one.
I don't think there's any biblical basis for folding it up before he left the tomb.
He left it intentionally, what? In a place by itself. Jesus doesn't do anything by accident. And it was just because there's a message. What it was came over. If in the Jewish tradition, and the server came over, if he said,
I don't think they had a lot of servers in Jewish tradition. Do you think maybe there was a Five Guys, actually. The previous pastor was talking about Five Guys. But you think the Jews went to like Olive Garden, or I don't know, the Romans had it, a Roman garden, and they had like napkins that they would crumble up and throw down because they were done?
A folded napkin. It meant this: I'm not done, I'm coming back.
I'm going to move on because I don't want to get into theology. All of this is made up. That's crazy. Oh, here we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay. I'm sure there's a point to this.
I'm ready, God.
Ready for what? Are they going to flood the church? Oh, this is probably about the ark. Yeah, Noah strapping on his life preserver because he was prepared for the flood. Sick tunes, by the way. You can probably see I'm a bit of a metal fan myself. I got a couple of others up there: Five Finger Death Punch, Hollywood Undead, Ice Nine Kills, Panic at the Disco. I've also got Falling in Reverse. That hasn't aged super well. I'm debating getting rid of it, but it's like, see, I was like perfectly symmetrical over there. If I get rid of Falling in Reverse up here, then I've only got 5, and that's not arranged as well. So I need to figure out what to do about that.
Gentlemen, I would like to welcome to the stage, preaching his first message, my junior preacher today, Mr. Arlo Phoenix Metcalf.
Everyone turn to your neighbor and say 6-7.
6-7.
Genesis chapter.
No way, 6-7 has hit the church, sir. Another bad meme has hit the church. Genesis chapter 1, is it verse 6 and 7?
Chapter 1, God creates everything in 6 days. The 6th day, he creates man. The 7th, he rests. That reminds me.
That's such a crazy way to remember to take a break every once in a while. Every time you hear 6-7 now, remember, God wants you to take Sundays off.
Condom Christianity.
Brother, I just opened the app. Buy me a drink first. What is this?
Yes, I said it.
Yeah, you did.
And I know it might be provocative for some of you, but I want to tell you provocative.
I don't know if condoms are necessarily provocative. I feel like it's what happens with them that's the provocative part, you know? It's like... I actually can't think of a good analogy, but just trust me on this one.
Our nation and around the world, and I want to speak straight to you today because this is important.
What is happening here? Condom Christianity, and then there's a bunch of growing plants and a jar filled, it's got a seed in it, I guess. How are any of these things related? Aren't condoms bad for the environment because they're like unrecycled plastic?
Sterile Christianity that never produces fruit, and life is actually death, and it's an end time heresy we're going
These are the most weird thoughts I've ever heard. Life is actually death and the end times, and we're going to go into all of that.
to deal with some of it today. Praise the Lord. Someone say amen. I can see some of you are very shocked because you're not...
Okay, it's not that shocking. Every person in this room likely has had a condom or seen a condom or used a condom. No one is shocked that condoms exist. They're shocked because you said condom Christianity and then did not at all explain what any of this has to do with condoms or Christianity. And you're just like, yeah, I said it. I said the C word. I said the condom word. I'm so cool. Please give me lots of money in the tithe so I can salary myself without taxes.
Used to that from my stage, but
he's trying so hard to be like cool and hard hitting with his condom Christianity. Like, it doesn't mean anything.
There it is. So I want to speak to you about a Christianity that wants the pleasure of
you're not gonna play the condom
church and wants the benefits of Jesus. Condom Christianity.
That wants the pleasure of the church and the benefit of Jesus, and the best you could go with is a condom. The implications of sexual pleasure from the church are far-reaching, especially considering the issues we have in the Christian church today. So I don't know if that really was the best way to highlight your point, brother. We should take that one back to the drawing board. Good Lord. So poorly thought through. He was so desperate to have something that like people would remember, and it was hard-hitting, and the best he could come up with was condoms for some reason.
Hey, it's that time, Charlotte men. It's our strong men's breakfast, June 13th at 8 a.m. We got something really...
This is like the reddest red flag imaginable. I assume a pastor or an associate pastor making some announcement has a giant gun and a shirt that says strong, and he's got his jeans on and his black shirt, and he's in his kind of cabin looking thing. Like, I don't think the Bible has a lot of AK-47s in it for you to like intimidate people that you don't like and use it to kill immigrants or whatever this guy's gonna say.
Special. We are raffling off a MK12 designed by SEAL team member Marcus Luttrell and signed by him, the author of Lone Survivor. You can go...
I feel like there are a lot of issues already. You're auctioning off a gun, first of all. You're doing a raffle at church? Isn't that like... I thought gambling was bad. I'm so confused. This is so weird. This is like the most... There's like the real... pastors do this all the time, where they talk about the real men of the church. And then they do the most stereotypical 21st century masculinity thing that has ever existed. Jesus famously did not a single violent thing in his entire life. There's not even really a record of him picking up a weapon except the whip in the temple in order to like drive out the Pharisees and the people that were making a mockery of Christianity. This is so the exact opposite of what Jesus preached. He did a lot of humbling things. He talked to to a lot of poor people, talked to a lot of women that wasn't kosher. He talked to a lot of cripples or people with diseases or blind people, or like the lowest underbelly of society as existed at the time of the Jews. This is so opposite and contrary to the teaching. It boggles my mind that anyone read the Bible and was like, I should do steroids and have a big gun. And then Jesus will really know I'm on his side now.
On freedomhouse.cc/strong, get registered, buy some raffle tickets. I'll see you there. It's going to be a time of worship, ministry, strong preaching.
It's going to be a time of worship and ministry. Yeah, like, are you going to shoot me if I don't worship enough? This is crazy. Why are they clapping? What has happened? I'm so confused. Do you know how many fumes are in there? That's a closed space. That's not healthy. He just like waddles it over because his legs are short and he's got it. Some of these pastors are so desperate to look cool. What is this? Who's riding with you? I don't think Jesus had a motorcycle. I think he famously had other means of transportation in the Gospels. Is this like a bad Homelander cosplay? Oh, it's a VBS. Okay, I feel like you get a lot of passes for doing stuff like this with kids. It's like, oh, just make it dumb and fun with singing and all the kids will have a great time. Oh, super spicy. Oh, Pastor Chris, now you're ringing the bell. Crispy and juicy, now you're having a snack. I don't think we should call a pastor super spicy and juicy and then reference him having a snack in any song. I just feel like maybe that sets up an unhealthy dynamic that we don't want perpetuated in the church. It's kind of catchy though. Is this from the Minecraft movie? So he goes, Chicken Jockey! Oh my gosh. You know what? It's VBS. I'll give them a pass. Yeah, like it doesn't really excuse it, but that's a VBS. That's fine. It's just like kids being dumb, having dumb kid fun. Let it be kids.
RCMP here. Just stay where you are. Okay? You're under arrest for the kindness. Put your hands behind your back. Don't move, okay?
That's real police officers. I don't know if these are real police officers, but the uniforms are on point. They've got the guns, the vest, the handcuffs, everything. Look at that.
It wasn't me, it was Abraham. We look alike.
What's this guy's haircut? He only has hair on like this front 10% of his head.
Okay. As I said, you're under arrest for kindness. It's my duty to inform you that you have a right to retain counsel in private without a delay. If you don't have a lawyer, we'll provide you with a number for free, okay? Do you understand that?
I understand this is a skit, but it is so crazy to write a skit where you are arrested for being too kind. Like, you could not possibly toot your own horn more than, you know what would be a really hard-hitting message that the congregation would understand? If I was arrested for how kind I was. What if I was a pastor and I had someone arrest me for having a penis that is too big? What if I got arrested for being too muscular and too good looking? What if I got arrested for the fact that I'm 6'3"? How about that? We should have me arrested for that. Just like start naming off any trait that's good. What if I got arrested for the fact that I'm rich? $10 million. What if I got arrested for having a private jet that I definitely used to spread the gospel?
I understand.
Do you need a lawyer?
No.
Okay.
God is my lawyer.
As you see with the police officers, you don't have to talk to us. You can remain silent. Anything you do say may be used as evidence.
Okay.
Understand? Okay.
This bit is going on a really long time.
Hi.
Are they actually... Wait, they actually let him away? What is this?
And I'm lead pastor.
Okay, so he's gonna like try and get you to come to his church, but there are people in the front row. This, I presume, is happening live. This is a really long, uncomfortable time. I mean, if he had just like handcuffed him and said, "You're arrested for this," and then they let him go, and he's like, being a Christian is kind of like being arrested for being kind by police, like really well-dressed police officers. Where? Is there fire? Should we be running? Should we? This is like mass-induced hysteria. People straight up having seizures on the ground. Get a doctor in here. This kid's like, why are adults so freaking weird? Everyone's lost their mind. And he's just like, ooh, I don't want to be here. I'd like to be anywhere else, please. Mom's on the floor. It's not healthy looking. I've never seen a church or a religious organization that looks so much like everyone has been possessed like demons out of a horror movie. Editor, put up a clip of this and then do like how it feels to chew 5 gum.
How it feels to chew 5 gum. Stimulate your senses.
I think this one lady was like trying to make sure nobody hurt themselves. Look at her. She was like, oh, stop, you're gonna hit your head again, Joey. Last time you spoke in tongues, you bit your tongue, okay? Like, relax this time. Grandpa's heart is not gonna be able to survive this. We need him on new medications if he's gonna live through Sunday worship. This is horrifying on so many levels. Jesus died so mega churches could sing Benson Boone on Resurrection Sunday. Do they have the copyright for this? Look how empty this church is, by the way. There's 2 people here, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows that are unoccupied. I feel like a lot of your budget went to this part and not a lot of the budget went to like the congregation and building an actual community. This is the most wasteful way you could have done this. This guy's swimming. This is literally just a pastor wanting to fulfill his I am a concert touring artist fantasy, and so he uses the church to do that. Like, he wanted to be a famous musician, and that didn't work out because it works out for like 0.0001% of the population, and so he has hijacked the church's fund in order to let him live out a fantasy every day where he's a rock star celebrity. It's like such a weird... It's like when parents make their kids run track or play football or something, and they live vicariously through them. The kids don't want to do it, but they're being forced to do it. This is literally what this guy is doing here. He's hijacked the church and is forcing them to vicariously be the audience for his rock star, me-centered church life here. It's crazy. Oh my God. What is this kid's like 12 years old? He's a Roman soldier. Is he okay? That looked like it hurt. Kind of a miracle though. Is he not? Okay, so he's standing here. Is he not holding? I thought he was holding on to that. Is he not? Oh, right in the tush. That looks painful. Although frankly, it's a miracle though. Didn't one of the robbers say like, pray to your father that he come down and get you off the cross? He's also up so high. Look how high off the ground this guy is. Because there's a normal person standing up. So that's probably 5'10" right there. And then there's like maybe some slightly taller people. So let's say this guy is 6 feet tall because he's the tallest person there. Another foot. This guy's probably 7 feet. Brother's like, his head's like 12 feet off the ground. Look how much taller he is than the rest of the crowd. That's crazy. Oh, I can feel it in my own butt. That's crazy. That's what she said.
The idea is that rather than just sticking our toes...
Okay, one thing I want to point out right off the bat is that every other video that we've looked at, it's like some huge church. It's like a mega pastor every single time. He's up on a gigantic stage with lots of people. And then this guy, there's two people up front. So you already know it's low budget. And then there's probably going to be like, you can tell this is a tiny church and he just really wanted to do this. Left his socks on?
And we do a cannonball.
There's nobody in there. I take it all back. That rules. That's the coolest pastor. Genuinely respect. He wanted to do that. He wanted to cannonball into a pool. This is so, because this isn't cringy, because this is a tiny church. This is 100% a part-time pastor, not a lot of people. They do what they can. These are the kind of churches that do a lot of good in the community. Small churches with local reaches. And he just wanted to jump. He's got a pillow strapped to his back. This is rad. I like this guy. I'd go to this church. This is like the innocent fun of it. Look how few people are. There's like 20 people that saw this. That's so funny.
God, I declare that this year would be a year of abundant overflow.
What is going on? Also, 9:17? Is this happening at 9:17 in the morning or 9:17 at night? 9:17 in the morning is way too early to have rain pouring down. Fake rain, by the way.
And the year of courage for us to step into everything
is the whole congregation getting soaked? This is like this is like professional rain effect here, by the way. This is expensive.
I pray, God, we wouldn't let our time be set aside for meaningless things.
Wow, they're really into it.
We'd give you all of it, our time, our talents, our
what is happening?
To the glory of your name.
That's high production.
Of your church, God. Let it overflow in Link Church this year. Let it overflow in City.
Yeah, it's overflowing all right. Onto your stage and your sound equipment. That's a high quality microphone right there. Not to be busted.
Let it overflow in a wave, let it overflow.
But like phones, wallets, keys. She's so into this.
Freedom, let it overflow in Rhema, let it overflow in Gateway, let your church.
I feel like he feels like he's super cool and dramatic looking, and this is really driving the point home. And then the people up in the back are just like, what the fuck is happening? why is it raining over there?
Come on, church, just begin to clap. Just begin to declare. Come on, worship team, just begin to sing. We want it all.
I'm speechless. You know, you could highlight a point in a sermon or a prayer without the actual physical embodiment of whatever it is you're talking about. Like this guy, you can sing the song "Fall Like Rain" or say "Have Your Love Overflow on Us" without physical actual rain pouring down. Like, people know what rain is. You don't have to highlight it by spending $100,000 on what looks to be a very professional rain system. You can spend that $100,000 on like feeding people, or clothing people, or sending kids to school, or buying supplies for local shelters. Like, there's a lot of things you could do with the money. This should not be that. Isn't this literally what Jesus was talking about with the Pharisees? He's like, oh yeah, the Pharisees pray loudly in public. That's their reward. That's literally what this guy is doing. He's like, I'm going to stand. It's going to be all about me, first of all. That's the most important top line thing. And then rain is going to be pouring down on us because I think that'll make me seem super cool and in the moment. And then you all start singing in the background while everyone's paying attention to me because I'm really hot with this shirt on and the rain and the tattoos and everything. So make sure the shirt's see-through, by the way. I want a little bit of nip visible for me so that the ladies really dig it. How does this go on for? She's weeping, by the way. Maybe that's what it is. He gets teary-eyed every time this happens, so he's like, nobody will know that I am weeping my eyes out or bawling like a baby if if everyone up here is drenched. If it's just pouring rain on everyone, nobody knows that I'm crying. Nobody knows I pee myself on stage if it's raining and everything's wet. Who's it? Okay, so she's dry. Okay, so it's not the whole stage. So it's just like one section of it. She's walking away. She's like, I don't want any part of this. Dream team? Dream team? Oh my God, that's so cringy. Oh my, I hate mega churches so much. The amount of coordination and money this took is absolute insanity when you think about how much good they could have done with that money. Like, it's funny, and then it's depressing right after that because you think, wow, every one of these videos has a budget in the tens of thousands, and that's what they're choosing to do with it. Like, between all of these, this is hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars worth of stuff that they have chosen to do in order for the pastor to feel like a local celebrity as opposed to actually helping anyone. So there's your depressing final thoughts for what was, I hope, a kind of funny video. This is crazy. We wouldn't let our time on set be set. We wouldn't let our time be set aside for something meaningless. Next week, please play for Brother and Sister Smith. They both have pneumonia. This guy's a beast, powerful. No. I love this. What a true man of God. What are they talking about? I can't believe the Bad Buddy halftime show. Yeah, why are we doing this? That's crazy. Phenomenal production show. Great use of tithes. I mean, budget. Yeah, that's the big thing, is like, how much is this costing the church for money that could have been dedicated to something else? Anyway, please subscribe on your way out. I hope you had a silly, goofy time. I'll see you all next week.